All right, so it's very, very clear and apparent that something has to be done in the WNBA. We are ready to get into the second half of the season, but thus far, the first half of the season has been filled with negative drama, nasty news articles, the WNBA looking like the complete circus and clown show that it is. Kathy Engelbert clearly cannot handle the job. And I believe that this is the time Adam Silver is about to step in.
The entire basketball community has been compelled to watch music, a completely uncontrolled catastrophe on live television for months. We've seen something that transcends basketball entirely. Hard fouls are no longer the only factor. It goes beyond rookie initiation these days. The WNBA's treatment of Caitlin Clark has officially escalated into a league-wide campaign of resentment, jealousy, and total devastation. Every game gives us the impression that a superstar is being punished for being the greatest thing this league has ever seen. However, my friend, the time of becoming a blind eye is no longer an issue, because the WNBA front office totally forgot who truly controls the sports world while they were preoccupied with turning a blind eye. The most powerful man in women's basketball simply kicked down the door just as the haters believed they had broken the golden goose. Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, has formally entered the combat zone. Furthermore, he didn't merely give a courteous warning. Every coach, player, and toxic critic in the league was on high alert when he grabbed a live microphone and music dropped an absolute nuclear bomb. Don't click away because you're going to hear the true, unvarnished truth about how Adam Silver just stopped the WNBA, revealed the enormous agenda against Caitlin Clark, and put all of the league's detractors in grave risk. This is the point at when everything shifts. Music, let's dissect it. You have to consider the unquestionable reality of what Caitlin Clark has been going through in order to comprehend why the NBA commissioner had to physically intervene to put an end to this craziness. She did more for the WNBA than merely attract millions of new fans. She brought chartered aircraft, sold-out arenas, and millions of dollars and enormous international television agreements. The league was literally spared from complete financial oblivion by her. Music. The WNBA had trouble gaining widespread recognition for decades, and Caitlin Clark gave them the keys to the kingdom with a single draft selection.
We all know the first half of the WNBA season, obviously for Caitlin Clark fans, was riddled with, back injury and, just non-clarity on her day-to-day, game-to-game situation. 1 minute she's playing normal, the next minute she's on a minutes restriction. The minutes restriction never comes off. Then she's off. I mean, it's just been a circus. All of the brutal attacks, all of the negative, nasty things that have happened throughout the league early on that is kind of taken away from the spotlight of some good basketball. And I don't think that this league can continue this way. It needs to actually perform like a professional business, which is why Adam Silver has already inserted himself. He's already stepped in on the Kathy Engelbert, Caitlin Clark situation. And that was just the beginning. He's going to be full-fledged monitoring things. You see,
How did the veterans express their gratitude to her? By covering her back with a huge, glowing neon target. The Indiana Fever take the court every single night. Additionally, it resembles a street battle intended to break a single player rather than a professional basketball game. While the ball was absolutely dead, we witnessed Kennedy Carter forcefully hip-check her to the ground. From the sidelines, we witnessed Angel Reese openly applauding the player's violent abuse. Most recently, we were horrified to see Alyssa Thomas of Phoenix Mercury actually hit Clark in the throat. An act so blatantly, it was later raised to a flagrant foul because it was unnecessary and harmful. The pundits attempt to hide it. The rival coaches attempt to describe it as welcome to the league and tough defense, but the spectators are able to see right through their deceptions. This isn't a defense. The established veterans are frightened that the 22-year-old sensation will steal their spotlight, so this is a concerted, desperate attempt to physically intimidate, abuse, and break her.
You see, they have the NBA replay center coming now. It's a lot going on, man. Kathy's not built for this. And we got to get into this article in the New York Times because it's saying, yeah, Kathy has brought some level, the business is thriving, but why can't she escape criticism? For one, the business we all know is only thriving because of the arrival of Caitlin Clark, but this business won't continue to thrive with the way it's being run. Really think about it. We have an entire couple airing each other out. Dejanay Carrington and Alyssa Smith. Adam Silver's gonna step in and do something about all of this dating. Or it's like a secret hookup club. Like it's crazy. It's not professional. In most businesses and most companies, you cannot mess around with people in the company. Like that is like a normal thing. And Adam Silver is gonna see to it to put an end to all of this nonsense. Let's take a look at this here. Bro, we can have cheating being aired out in the WNBA. Oh, me and you were boy.
She is too skilled for them to defeat. They are attempting to subdue her by beating her. The whole thing was going utterly crazy. The WNBA leadership was utterly mute, and the referees were swallowing their whistles. It was a total leadership failure. It had to be stopped by someone. Someone with complete, unassailable authority who could shut down the entire business if things didn't improve right now. Here comes Adam Silver, the man in charge of billion-dollar empires. He stays out of small-time turmoil. He doesn't take the time to remark on minor league disputes. The ground really trembles beneath everyone's feet when he talks.
Let's take a look at this here. Bro, we can have cheating being aired out in the WNBA. Oh, me and you were boyfriend and girlfriend. You slept with two of your teammates. Oh no, you slept with one of my teammates. Bro, this looks crazy. This shit don't look professional. This is terrible. Take a look at this here, man. Courtesy of the New York Times. Here it says the WNBA's business is thriving, so why can't Kathy Engelbert escape criticism? Here it says Kathy was at the center court inside Barclays Center when the Liberty beat the Aces in a mid-season tournament. After her job title, she took the mic to congratulate the team and was drowned out almost entirely. Okay, she was getting the hell booed out of her. Okay, and that wasn't the first time. All right, now I want to get you guys to the. Pardon me. Let me get this clear for you. Let me get that clear for you. Okay, there we go. My camera loses focus sometimes when I travel. It's my travel camera. Anywho, so here it says, while there's seemingly no shortage of players other than team employees willing to complain publicly about day-to-day decision-making within the league, Engelbert's overall job security.
At last, Silver had had enough of the poisonous circus that surrounded the largest cash cow in the WNBA. He utterly destroyed the WNBA's false story of competitive fire in a huge, widely reported statement. He didn't speak in a PR-friendly manner. To spare the veterans' feelings, he didn't sugarcoat the situation. He aimed directly for the throat. Caitlin Clark has been unfairly used as a political football, according to Silver. Her straightforward desire to play basketball has been appropriated and transformed into a violent game of political ping-pong, he said, directly criticizing the absurdly toxic conversations. However, he then made the perfect death shot. Speaking to the entire sports world, Silver looked directly into the cameras and described Caitlin Clark's predicament as being extremely unfair. Do you realize how big this moment is? The way the WNBA handled their brightest star was just publicly humiliated by the NBA commissioner. Since the WNBA receives substantial funding from the NBA, Adam Silver effectively controls the purse strings. You are ruining the best thing that ever happened to you, and I am watching your every move, he effectively said to the entire league. Making decisions within
the league, Engelbert's overall job security remains too hot for most to handle. While The Athletic spoke to a dozen sources around the league for this story, all almost refused to comment for publication, even anonymously. What they did do is provide a holistic view of the situation that Engelbert and the WNBA now finds itself in. And these are some of the reasons that Adam Silver has had to insert himself, and he's gonna see to get an end to all of this nastiness that's going on. It's bad for business. Okay, Here's a quote: "If we're going to make a move, we should make a move," said one high-ranking team official, speaking anonymously to protect existing relationships. If not, we need some leadership, and the leadership is the real problem, guys. That's the real problem. This league has a lack of leadership. They need to get a grown man, a male in there that is not being worried about feelings and this and that. That's going to do what's best for business. And that's leaning into the stars, and so, the leadership is the problem. Here it says NBA Commissioner Adam Silver appointed Engelbert in 2019, giving her commissioner title no previous WNBA permanent leader had possessed. It was a testament to her CV, highlighted by a stint as the CEO of Deloitte, a multinational business consulting firm. Okay. It says, but the WNBA's board of governors lack involvement regarding Engelbert's hiring has led to question who exactly she reports to. Throughout her tenure, there have been moments that point to Silver's explicit involvement in business decisions, a number of them occurring in the last year. Okay. Here says Silver acknowledged that while he hadn't been at the bargaining table of the contentious WNBA CBA negotiations, he was playing a role behind the scenes. More recently, he reportedly involved the disciplinary process. He was involved in the disciplinary process of Phoenix Mercury forward Alyssa Thomas, now infamously the play involving her Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark. Okay, when she put her fist on her throat. Okay. Here's a quote. It says CNBC's Game Plan Summit. On if they asked Adam Silver about it, he said, "I'm not going to comment on that because I don't think it's fair to Caitlin and to Kathy either. That's the real issue here." So he indirectly told you, yes, he had to step in. Okay. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing with this. Kathy Engelbert she just can't lead. And